Hey, what's going on? This is another episode of the Bellboy Live on a special day, on my emergency days, because I pretty much slept in late on the slept in late on Sunday, so I pretty much fell behind on Sunday. Got up at 8:30, but thank God for the emergency days to use. Uh, so we're gonna get. So we're just gonna get it done on today. Might move the work for Think About It on Tuesday, but if we got enough time, we'll go ahead and knock it out on Monday, knock it all out on Monday, because it's gonna be a busy week. It's gonna be a busy week, but uh, like we always pretty much the same old. From old to new, apply the word to you. From where we last left off in this doubleheader on YouTube. Um, um, First Chronicles chapter number 14. First Chronicles chapter number 14. Turn up the light. There we go. All right, First Chronicles chapter number 14. Chapter number 14. Okay. Now, Hiram, king of Tyre, sent messengers to David in timber and cedars with masons and carpenters to build him a house. And David perceived that the Lord had confirmed him king of Israel, for his kingdom was lifted up on high because of his people Israel. And David took more wives at Jerusalem, and David begat more sons and daughters. Now these are the names of the children of which he had in Jerusalem: Shuma, Shobab, Nathan, and Solomon, and Abadar, Elishua, Palit, Noga, Nephka, Jephia, Elishahama, Beliahida, Elipaphat. When the Philistines heard that David was anointed king of all Israel, all the Philistines went up to seek David. And David heard of it, and went out against them. And the Philistines came and spread themselves in the valley of Rephaim. David inquired of the Lord, saying, "Shall I go up against the Philistines, and wilt thou deliver them unto my hand?" The Lord said unto them, "Go up, for I will deliver them unto." Go, for I will deliver them unto thy hand. So they came to Baal Perazim, and David smote them there. David said, "God hath broken in upon my enemies." uh, by my hand, like a breaking forth of waters. Therefore, they called the name of the place Baal Perazim. Memory verse chapter 14, verse 11. And when they had left their gods, their God, David gave the commandment that they were burned with fire. Philistines yet again spread themselves abroad in the valley. Therefore, David inquired again of God. And God said unto him, Go not up after them, turn away from them, and come upon them over against the mulberry trees. And it shall be when thou shalt hear a sound of going in the top of the mulberry trees, that then thou shalt go out into the battle. For God is gone forth before thee to smite the hosts of the Philistines. And David therefore did as God commanded him. They smote the hosts of the Philistines from Gibeon unto Gazer. And the fame of David went out unto all the lands of the Lord, and brought the fear of him upon all nations. All nations. As always, by the way, there will be a summary after each chapter read to give us a better understanding of that chapter. So let's go straight to the summary. See what this chapter is all about. Okay, clear to a summary of First Chronicles chapter number 14. First point, David's kinship is strengthened. King Hiram of Tyre sends builders and materials to construct David's palace. Remember that God has established David as king over Israel. Second point, David family grows. More sons and daughters are born to David in Jerusalem. Third point, victories of the Philistines. The Philistines attacked David in the valley of Rephaim. David seeks God's guidance and wins. When they attack again, God gives a different strategy. David obeys, leading to another victory. And last point, David's fame spreads. God gives David success, and his reputation grows among surrounding nations. Main thing, David depends on God for guidance. God establishes kingdom through obedience and faithfulness. So that pretty much sums that chapter up real quick. If you obey, you get blessed. But keep in mind the memory verses. of First Chronicles chapter 14, and best to keep in mind the summary of this same chapter, and you'll be on your way. You'll be on your way. But now let's move on to Proverbs chapter number 5. Proverbs chapter number 5. Okay, Proverbs chapter number 5. My son, attend unto my wisdom, bow down, ear to my understanding, that thou mayest regard the discretion, and that thy lips may keep knowledge. For the lips of a strange woman drop as an honeycomb, and her mouth is smoother than oil, and her end is bitter as wormwood, sharp as a two-edged sword. Her feet go down to death, her steps take hold to hell. Lest thou shouldest ponder the path of life, her ways are movable. Thou canst not know them. Hear me now, therefore, O ye children, and depart not from the words of my mouth. Move thy war far from her. Come not nigh to the door of her house, lest thou give thy honor unto her others, and thy years unto cruel. Let strangers be filled with the wealth of thy labors, be in the house of a stranger. Thou mourn at the last when thy flesh and thy body are consumed. And say, how have I hated instruction? And my heart despises reproof, and have not obeyed the voice of my teachers, nor inclined my ear of them that instructed me. I was almost in the evil in the midst of the congregation of an assembly. Drink waters out of thy own cistern, and running waters out of thy own well. Let thy fountains be dispersed abroad, and rivers of waters in the streets. Let them be only thy own, and not of strangers with thee. Let thy fountain be blessed, and rejoicing with the wife of thy youth. Let her be as a loving hen, hand, in a pleasant roll. Let her breast satisfy thee at all times, and be thou ravished away with her love. That no. And why would thou, my son, be ravished with a strange woman, and embrace the bosom of a stranger? Remember verse chapter 5, verse 20. For the ways of man are before the eyes of the Lord, and he pondereth all his goings. Remember verse chapter 5, verse 21. His own iniquities shall take the wicked himself, and he shall be holden with the cords of his sins. Remember verse chapter 5, verse 22. He shall die without instruction in the greatness of his folly. He shall go astray. Go astray. Remember verse chapter 5, verse 23. All right, that'll do it. Let me get to the summary for Proverbs chapter number 5. All right, here's a clear summary of Proverbs chapter number 5. First point, warning against adultery. A father urges his son to avoid immoral relationships, especially with the adulterous woman whose words seem sweet but lead to bitterness and ruin and death. Two, called to purity and wisdom. The reader is encouraged to stay far from temptation and guard their path. Point three, faithfulness in marriage. The chapter celebrates joy and satisfaction in one's own spouse and urges lifelong devotion. The last point, consequences of sin. Those who ignore instruction suffer loss, regret, and disgrace. Main theme of chapter 5, Proverbs chapter 5, uh, wisdom leads to faithfulness and life, while immorality leads to regret and destruction. Regret and destruction. All right, that'll do it, folks. Uh, keep in mind the memory verses of Proverbs chapter number 5, and keep in mind uh, the summary, most definitely, of Proverbs chapter number 5, especially the main theme of it. Yeah, you'll be on your way. Be on your way. But that will do it for this special day of the Bible Way Live on one of my emergency days on Monday, uh, February 2nd, 2026. Y'all have a good one. I'm gone. I should be back on schedule this coming this coming Sunday because because one of my shows are out of season. It's pretty much out of season now, and yeah, should be back on schedule this coming Sunday, God willing. But that'll do it. I'm gone.